has only been a handful of days, and the discourse has already gotten annoying to the never-ever-loving fever pitch. And I have to repeat takes that I already said yesterday on Sunday, because I know some of y'all motherfuckers are not tuning into the live stream. And if you haven't been tuning into the live stream, please make sure to remember to tune in on Sunday so that you can be able to call in and be a part of the audience when we go over topics on the Yap In. Because this is one that I had to cover there, and I'm covering it again. But this time, I have video examples. So, last time, on Power Rangers Time Force, I said this shit. It's wholesome dad-daughter writing, but they still call it child porn anyways. Because the character basically is a 7-year-old android, you have people that are basically coming out of the woodwork to say every other case of a father-daughter dynamic is also the case of pedophile. Which is weird, because why is that an argument that people are making? That prognostication doesn't even fucking make sense in context. So you're telling me that The Last of Us is pedophile-coded, Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2, Bioshock Infinite is pedophile-coded, you're telling me that Logan is pedophile-coded, you're telling me that The Professional is pedophile-coded, even though that is a Luc Besson film. The Lolicons did not plant this as a seed. This wasn't a 4chan, Reddit, Kiwi Farms op. Progressives, alleged liberals, and far left-minded individuals just saw something, exclaimed that it was true, and just started fucking lying since February. Because, allegedly, because it happened on Reddit, that means it's true. And now you have the Kotaku article declaring as such. You have to go home. You guys have to find real things to complain about. These are not real arguments. These are not real arguments. This is not a real situation. You are just making shit up to be mad about. I'm annoyed. I'm far fucking done and annoyed. All this shit to label people who want to play a fun Bioshock and space simulator because you can't call them incels, so you call them pedophiles instead. You know, the important thing to take away after I said all of that is that there have been more developments, and the argument has now spun into a new opposite direction. Would you like to see how stupid it's gotten? You don't have a choice in this matter. You're coming with me. You're coming with me, little buddy. We're gonna see some retarded shit today. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wink. Shut up, bitch! We've got Mary Morgan having the most deranged and diabolical normal take. Lots of strange reactions to this game. Let's clear things up. Childless men do not have paternal instincts the way that childless women have maternal instincts. We observe this even in the way little girls play versus little boys. Men first experience paternal instincts once they have their own children, and typically, those paternal instincts are only ever felt for their own children and no one else's. Men are not nurturers. Men don't gush over cute kids in public. Men don't have baby fever. If a man wants to possess a child for any reason other than being a product of his own lineage, he is likely a predator. And you'd be taking the feminist radical gender abortionist position to protest any of the above points. This should explain why a dad simulator game marketed to mostly childish men gives people the creeps. You know what I have to say to that? I've got several things to say to that. I'm gonna do them in rapid fire, okay? Here we go. Here's my counter argument. You got me.
Yeah! I did it! Check! Back off. Out of my way.
So bad. At least she's laughing.
Is this?
Did she give me a gift?
To be when we first
Hold on.
boarded the tram? Is this supposed to be when we first boarded the tram?
It's for you!
Just puts his helmet on. He's like mid-conversation. I'm out.
You're loaded
What do you mean? Yeah. Okay. Everything's adorable and cute. She hung it up. So good.
too. Is this
Yes.
supposed to be when we first boarded
She's so
the tram?
adorable. Guys, I'm throwing my PC out the window.
So, to me, with all evidence that I can be able to find and demonstrate on the issue, no, actually, this is some retarded fucking bullshit that comes directly from the mouth of a crazy person who needs to be treated like a crazy person. That is not how anything works. That is not a normal take. That is a completely out there fucking take. Don't know who the fuck came up with this idea that suggests that the only reason why men would ever have this kind of empathy would be for the emphasis of other fucking people, because that is fucking weird. Do you understand that? That is weird. Don't even have to use my own examples of my own experience as a case example. You are fucking weird. Any person who exclaims this is fucking weird. Y'all want to claim her? Y'all better come claim her, because I'm going to make you claim her. Next person. Keep in mind, this isn't the only person who's sharing this sentiment. Here we have another one. This character design creeps me out. Why does she look like a doll? Why is this blonde child with a blowout running around barefoot? I have not yet played the game. Is this expanded on in the plot, or is it just to be eye candy for creeps? And then another one. Watching a fictional kid play with toys for a few seconds and thinking that's what raising a human adult is like is a sign that you have zero idea what it actually looks like to be a parent, and shouldn't base your decision off a video game character. I mean, if y'all really just want to make it that simple. If y'all really just want to make it that simple. If y'all really just want to make it that simple. I mean, we can take it there. It's in the wallet right there. Like, we ain't gotta go too far. I think I have a little bit of Italian experience here, okay? I'm just saying. I'm giving you my 2 cents. My 2 cents got a lot of flavor and spice inside of it, but I think I know what I'm talking about when I say, no, actually, it isn't just playing around with a kid. But I can promise you, for some of you who have never actually had the experience of alleged, quote, baby fucking fever, and have the fun and excitement of playing with a child who reacts to you and you react back, and it lights up their fucking day, I can promise you that most of the people are getting that experience. Y'all remember Kim? Kimmy, y'all remember Kim, right? This was in Kim's entire ploy, right? When we are trying to invite you to have these particular experiences. We need you to be able to be involved in this. We need you to be able to play these game experiences. And when you reject these things, you don't just lose, you lose twice. This is what you wanted, right? You wanted the chuds to gain not just object permanence to political issues. You wanted them to gain conscience, sentience, class conscience, class sentience. You used what you wanted. So why are you mad that the chuds are dad-maxing? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why y'all making it weird, bro? Oh, and this one. Oh, this one's really special, okay? Look, take some time, pause if you need to read it, but I want you to feel it, okay? When you go on and you listen to things, you listen to people say things on Wick, like an individual such as Hassan Piker has people go to him for his, his world takes, his political takes, his stylist takes. Real words that were said on camera, by the way.
I want to sides, but go ahead, please. I do think that he's underrated in terms of his audience in 2 ways. One is, and this I think these are what people who are uncertain as to his role in the next election are really getting at. One is it's tremendously female in comparison to all the rest of the liberal alt media crowd, in like a dramatic ratio. And
yeah, they think he thought.
Fair enough, but like he still has them as an audience, right? Like,
no, you're not right. Like, this is why when we like talk about reaching out to young men, it's always weird that people talk about Hassan because his audience isn't young men.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I agree with you. They're mostly female. Yeah,
which is tremendous. I think that's one of the reasons they value his audience. The other reason is because they're very mainstream in comparison to anybody else in his. Let's use any liberal alt media streamer as a comparison. Those individuals are seeking out this content so aggressively.
When you hear people say things like that, you need to let the man speak. So we're all gonna do a favor. We're gonna shut up and listen to the master at work. Take it away, Hassan!
In any case, what is this? Capcom's Pragmata. Wait, did it come out already? Pragmata, it's making 1,000 people suddenly want to start a family. You play as Hugh, a soldier, stranded on a ruined lunar research station. His job is protecting the childlike android Diana while fighting rogue AI. It's out already? Is it good? Isn't this like Death Stranding? In one emotional moment, she gives him a crayon drawing of the 2 of them together as a little family. Even streamers who say at the start they didn't want kids end up breaking down happy in tears. So what's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff. And I don't understand like why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things that you actually enjoy, right? If you're a fucking lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, if they changed hot Cheetos, if they changed the recipe of hot Cheetos, if they changed the recipe of like, I don't know, Dr. Pepper or something, and you fucking freaked out about that, that makes sense, right? Like, that's precisely what your life is about. But as far as like LARPing about starting families and whatnot, this is something that I never understand. It just doesn't make any sense to me, because it's just not something that you're going to experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right? Also, I will say, Japanese game, putting a child in there, you're playing with fire, okay? Don't get mad at me for saying this, but I feel like any Japanese game you put like a child, it's gonna invite maybe the worst possible fandom, you know? I know it's not like that. I'm sure the game is not like that, but there will be people who take it like that.
Ah, he certainly does have a way with words, huh? I'm not sorry. And then this one doesn't even do all the pageantry, don't even gotta do all that fucking yap, and they just come right out and say it. You don't want children, you want pets. The incels in the replies are proving my point. You people can't even stand criticism online. You think you're ready to raise children because of a video game? Projection. That's what that is. Because you know what I know? I can hear him. You're right, Shinzo Abe. They can kill the man, but they truly cannot kill the idea. I hear you, King. King, I hear you. Yes, Nakadashi. Every woman, everywhere in the world. Asians and Polynesians, the big-boned ones too. Torta-pounding all across the globe. We are the night. We are the children. Shinzo Abe said, get that bitch a baby, and I'm gonna do it. No, seriously though. But why is it that it's always projection? I just want to know. I just want to know, why is it projection? Why do we call people incels and say that they can't be fathers, and then turn around and say, yeah, you're proving our points how you can't be able to do these things, when everybody is just having wholesome reactions? Why are y'all niggas so pressed? Why are you so pressed? Why are you oppressed by other people enjoying things? That's so weird, huh? And this one right here, well, you see, Ukrainian Anna was made by Destiny, so who else can we go to but for a really head-ass take? I'm not quite sure it's working, but I saw this in PlayStation Store while I was biting Hades too, and I thought, oh, what is this? Another generic game with a pet-like, sugary, cute doll, anime-looking girl child the pro tag will look after in a dangerous post-apocalyptic world? Nah. Other than being decidedly a cliche trope and just boring with dialogue equally generic, it's a hilarious idea that to counter decades of anti-natalist propaganda, these turnips think you need an equivalent of an AI child simulator. Nothing against the people enjoying the game, by the way, except all the things that you just said about them. Or even the game itself, despite all the things you just said about them. I didn't play it, and I'm not going to. It's just not for me. So why is it that when you decide you want things to be done, it's the case that if you don't like it, don't buy it, and don't talk about it, shut up, don't say anything? Per the mouth of Jeff Kaplan, right? But when other people have opinions against your particular dialect, you decide, actually, you have to speak, because this weird and fucking narrative of gamer incel bros created out of it is rather weird, despite the fact it was not the gamer chuds. They were the third group. You want to antagonize lolicons, who are completely separate from everybody else. It's the hyper-political and the progressives that are doing it. It's you, Anna. It's you doing it. You're doing it. And then you come here and you say, with Extreme Cap, that, lol, this is the wacky narrative I'm talking about. No. Actually, it is doing that. No, Pragmata is destroying years of leftist programming and activating women's ovaries in real time because they're having fun playing cute video games, making them have a visceral reaction. Again, this is what Timmy wanted! Belair wins! Everyone's having fun! Why aren't you happy? Why can't the game just be good, huh? Why can't the game just be good? And then, of course, and this is my favorite, because you see, it has to be the case that it is only the left progressive side doing it. You know how? Well, let Alexander tell you. Actually, you guys need to understand that the chuds are gaslighting you. You need to understand that these chuds are telling you that the left summary of the current conflict on Pragmata is that progressives can't see minors without getting turned on, so they accuse others of pedophilia. And then everybody came out here and said, no, you need to shut the fuck up. You are doing it. You're doing it right here. Here's an example of it. But nobody told him. Nobody told Xander Hall when he took that picture and he wanted to elevate it to 10K people that left-winger was one of theirs. So, literally everybody normal isn't seeing the things they're seeing. Everybody who is being abnormal sees shit that nobody's fucking seeing. And they're all pointing fingers saying, the chuds. And the chuds are like, woohoo! Woohoo! And I find that we are able to come full circle here, right? I feel like we're learning a lot of lessons today, don't you? I think I'm learning a lot of lessons today, chat. However, I have to take the fun out of your mouth, alright? And I'm going to repeat the same take that I said on my podcast. All those things being concurrent, if there's one thing that we have to discuss much, much clearer and make much, 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 much more poignant. Just because a transgender like that of the Spear Hunter happens to be associated with the Capcom brand does not mean that because they did gay porn or trans fetish porn in their past, that does not make it the same thing as this thing, right? All that other shit that I just showed you, that deserves to have discussion, that deserves to be mocked. Things I covered before, that deserves to be known, it deserves to be discussed. Spear Hunter being associated with the product and you guys not liking them, yes, they're fucking annoying. That is not a justification. This is a Nothingburger. Okay? Just like people are saying, oh my god, they censored the outfits, and they're putting in the same energy that they chose to put into Stellar Blade into Pragmata, for the character that's supposed to be an anachronistic comparison proxy to a child. Yeah, that's weird. We're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Okay? That's just me, myself. I'm not doing that. Alright? Fuck you. You can't make me. And I'm not doing it. And then, adding it up and acting as though it's the worst thing since sliced fucking bread. No, you guys have to leave it alone, okay? You have to move on. It's not real. It's not a problem. I'm not joining your campaign. This is not a case of, oh, the Troonshine. This is not Troonshine. This is you guys being upset and annoyed. You basically, you're doing a joke hat to Spear Hunter right now. But this one is actually unjustified. Just find something else to complain about. It's not important. It's not important. Oh, and before I go out of the door, just to make sure I piss everybody off with this one. Do not believe that we were above this. Because guess who else shows up here on the timeline doing the exact same thing that the rest of the schizoid people are currently doing? That's right! The 21st century schizoid man, Joshua Moon himself. Quote, this father-daughter trope has been done by many other games. I've never seen anyone bring up Ellie from The Last of Us to defend Pragmata because when you put them side by side, it's so obvious what is wrong. Capcom didn't make Diana Japanese because they have respect their own girls. After saying on the 17th, the normalization of lolly shit and paying trannies to advertise your game is so blackpilling for me. Like major corporations are painting up child sex dolls and selling games by giving out pedo emotes on Twitch. which then led to elite ball knowledge haver and friend of the channel, the Decembro, to come in and clock this shit the same way I clock this shit. I brought up Belly and Clementine to defend Pragmata. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. They're both characters with the father development device. What are you even implying? Where's the lolly shit? The projection is amazing. I guess there's schizos on both sides, lol. One other viral post in this matter is one saying Diana looks too unrealistic. Should look more like a real child with bad teeth, snot on the nose, with more realistic facial details, etc. Because as it is, it's gooner bait for right-wingers. Now we got you posting this shit too with side-by-side pics, once again implying that the difference between what is okay and what isn't is the realism, the dirt, and the scars, etc. But let's be real, that shit doesn't matter. If the character looked even more realistic, motherfuckers would be saying the same thing because at its core, it's very fucking simple here. People are just seeing a cute little daughter figure type character for people to protect and bond through in the story, and then weird motherfuckers are seeing a sexualized lolly doll for men for doing over, even when no content in the game whatsoever suggests that. Like, bro, take a break. It's terminal online-osis. And I agree. Y'all niggas are being weird, saying shit, seeing shit that nobody fucking said. Go home. Get offline. Touch some grass. Then touch your wife. Tell you love her. Then go in the room if you have a son and or a daughter and go play with them for 5 fucking minutes. Holy shit. You guys are brain dead. And you have to be told that you're crazy to your face. I can't believe that you would attempt to even try to besmirch such a wonderful, wholesome character like this between you and Diana. I can't believe y'all motherfuckers are trying this. I can't believe it. How could you do that to our idol? Look at her. She's just adorable and cute. There's nothing else to it whatsoever that needs to be discussed. Right. That's right. So, I'm leaving now. If you come and you watch this video, you might notice that I'm online and live right now. Because right now, we are going through Turtle Wow, as it is going to shut down in a month. And in his infinite wisdom, the fat man has decided to leave the cave and has decided to create a dev cord OnlyFangs. More like only tards, if you ask me. And that's not the guild name. He chose something really fucking stupid. So, if you watch this video at this point in time, and you choose to comment into my live stream, you get in my house and you walk in my house, you can be able to play with us live on camera. I will see y'all there. And you will see me at Thunderbluff, skinning fucking animals. Because I need light leather. And the light leather ain't gonna make itself. Goodbye.